Damn, what's up everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Mind Your Business. Today we're going to be talking to a friend of mine, Gavin, aka Krazman. He works for himself as an audio production engineer, creating sounds and music for games and advertisements. He's going to be talking to us about why he started working for himself, how he gets business, and his opinion on the audio production industry and how he grows within that. Check it out. Today I'm going to be talking to my man Gavin Carpin, aka Krazman. Please tell us who you are, what you're about, and where we are.
What's up guys, so my name is Krazman. I'm an audio engineer and I have a passion for music, and I have a passion for creating music for others such as advertising agencies and game developers. At the moment we're at Headroom Studios, courtesy of my manager Mahulu.
So where exactly did you start working for yourself? How did you decide that you want to take this step and not work for anybody else but yourself and push yourself? How did that come about?
It came solely to the fact of I couldn't find a job in the market that I wanted, and there was a lack of that job opportunity. I was stuck in an age of 20 when the internet had just arrived for the people of my age, right? So the people that was a little bit older than me, like the 30-year-olds or 32-year-olds, have landed this type of work and they've transformed it for themselves. The people below me were working at it, and they were growing up with the internet. So for my age, I was kind of lost of where I was, and I needed to find my own feet and something that I loved, in a way to keep up with the world evolving all the time and how technology was always evolving, and I always wanted to be involved with that. So I kind of had to work for myself.
Yeah, based on your own understandings, not being able to jump into something bigger that's already established, having to make up for what you don't understand, rather than chasing or learning as it grows.
Exactly.
People in our younger generation. How do you advertise your skills, your business? How do you gain leads? And how do you actually grow from where you are right now?
You see, I use, again, integrate internet, so forums. If you can connect yourself with as many forums as you can, and especially like Make Games SA is one of the best forums I've ever connected with as a sound designer for games. And I mean, you have an abundance of clients on there that are always looking. I mean, the guys could be students, but they're looking to create these games at the end of the year, and they're looking to define themselves, so they're looking for audio, because they're solely game developers. Yes. They don't do the audio, right? And also with ads, that's just cold calling, to be honest.
What do you mean, as in like ads, as in like jingles?
So I do ads for like DeFi.
Okay.
So DeFi will approach you, or they'll see like your recent work. You approach you, you'll have to do a little voice dub or a voiceover for their DeFi fridge.
There's actually a lot that goes hand in hand with your business of sound effects and your passion for music.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, you see, with sound effects, it's not only sound effects. I'm not always going to go out and record something that's random on the street, or create something that's going to sound like a box falling or whatever. A lot of game designers look for people that can create jingles or like music for their games, and a lot of my passion comes in from that, especially if it's a horror game, for instance. Horror games are usually written in F sharp, which is a very dark chord or melodic sound.
Right.
And a lot of the music that I create, which is like dubstep, drum and bass, or like tech or something like that, is recorded in a very dark chord or chord progression.
Okay, so it actually relates very, very well.
Yeah.
Like the music and the visual,
Definitely.
they have to coincide.
Definitely.
Okay. So when it comes to your business, what skills do you think are most important to you? Like in your own definition, what would you see as the most important skills?
In my type of industry, it's very creative, it's very flamboyant, right? And you always have to be consistent. Consistent in what you do. If you're not consistent enough, you're never going to keep up, you're going to fall behind. The world, the technology in my industry is forever evolving. And if you're not following the trends, you're not following what's happening tomorrow, you're going to fall behind, you're not going to be part of it. I also do things called, I like to create like a feedback loop. So I will always send my sounds or music or whatever to somebody that's more professional, And I'm talking about people that have got a lot more experience, guys that have made it and integrated themselves in the industry permanently.
Okay.
You know, as a full-time thing.
So you're actually chasing criticism as well.
All the time, honest criticism.
Honest criticism.
I'll never go up to somebody and listen to them. If they say that if your song or your sound good, they're lying. Because that's not what you want.
Yeah.
You want them to tell you exactly what's wrong with it, where you can change it, and how to better yourself.
Who is your role model, your business idol, your music idol, somebody that inspires you to do what you're doing, to keep pushing, to help motivate your growth?
I follow people that are passionate. If I can feel that somebody is really passionate about something, and they will sacrifice everything just to get that, and to have that, and to do that for the rest of their lives permanently, that is my biggest role model.
Okay, that hustle, that person who can actually push
Exactly.
through. That actually motivates you to push through as well.
Definitely.
Just by seeing it, just by acting upon it. That's okay. I see. So when it comes to your personal growth and let's say your business and musical growth, do you have any goals that you'd like to achieve, or there's something that you're actually pushing towards, let's say over the next 5-10 years?
Definitely. I always wanted to share my passion with the rest of the world, and honestly, I just want to be able to be heard internationally or even locally. You know, I want to share the rest of my passion with the people that also share that type of passion. And integrate it together, you know. I feel like there's a lot of space for that. I also really want to break this circle we have in the South African industry. You know, how when I mean the circle, I believe that the South African industry, if you're a producer, you know, people believe that you're you're created for a specific thing. You know, and that specific thing is in that circle.
Yeah, so you should stick to like that one genre of music.
Of music, right? But I mean, as a producer, you can do an abundance of things. It is crazy what you can do as a producer.
So let me get this. You're saying you could be like a bedroom producer per se,
Definitely.
as well as somebody who's doing sound design for a local film.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean,
you should be open-minded when it comes to production and sound production.
Yeah, one of the people that I look up to, he shares like a really big passion of like what I do. He made a statement the other day about, you know, it doesn't matter that you don't need to rent out a space for a studio. You don't need to pay thousands of rands to have a week inside of a studio, inside of a professional studio, right? As a bedroom producer, you could do the exact same thing as they do in a professional studio. You really can. If you have the art and you have the practice and you have the time, you can do the exact same format, the exact same stuff, use the exact same software as they do in a professional studio. At the end of the day, you're both the same. It's just that
knowledge and skill. So a quick one for you, last question. If I had to call your first boss and ask them about you, what would they say about you?
My first boss would tell you to walk up.
Okay. That was me, man. No problem. That's why we are where we are.
Exactly.
Maybe we don't work as well under other people, but we work better by ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
So there we go, guys. That was my friend Gavin, aka Krazman. Check his links out in the description below. And yeah, thanks for opening up to me and letting us know a bit more about the music and sound industry and how you've made it this far, working by yourself and pushing your own hustle. Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
A lot of strange foley that's been pitched down, stuff using coins, using rulers, using elastics. That's how you create like really strange sounds. And you just pitch it down, a lot of effects, a lot of tension.